so weird. Good morning, good life. Welcome back to AMYTV, where we come together to help you go after the life you want. And welcome to South Florida. Yes, here's the news. We bought a property in Florida. We have officially, I guess you would say, we moved to Florida. I don't really think of it that way. I feel like it's, you know, we have a multi-layered life and we have homes in many places. Of course, my parents now own the only home I have in Ohio, and his parents own the home where we would stay in Connecticut, but you know, what details. I really don't know how to explain how we ended up here. I think we've always talked about wanting to have a place in Florida, and as we were shopping for a new home in Columbus, we were also looking in Connecticut after we sold our house. The market is just crazy right now, and we had to do what was financially smart, no matter where we were going to put our money into a home. So this happened to be the best case scenario for us. And so it just happened. So here we are. So I'm very excited about this video because this is something I've done before in the past, but it was only in our first apartment together. We moved into that big apartment right after we got married, but it wasn't like ours. We were still renting. And then our last home, I never did an empty home walkthrough, mostly because I didn't want to. That place needed a lot of work. I'm much more excited about walking you through our new townhome in the Palm Beach area of South Florida. And so that's what this video is all about today. I'm sure there will be another day, another video where we can unpack more details about what the heck I'm doing in Florida, but that's not what's happening today. Today we just get to have some good old empty house porn, okay? So I'm gonna walk you through. It's empty-ish. I'm also a little bit too high maintenance to get here and not have anything here. I made sure there was a bed when I got here, and Vincenzo really wanted to make sure there was a television. I'm actually sitting in what will be my office at some point. I'm not rushing the process at the moment because I just want to make sure that I set it up right, and right now we're just able to make it work, so. But I'm plotting, I'm planning, I'm thinking, what can I do in here? And he got here a couple days before I could because of some other commitments I had back in Columbus. So it was great that he got to just kind of make sure that Amy had a bed to sleep in when she arrived. So it's not totally empty. This room is, but you're gonna see the whole thing anyway. So anyway, let's get into the house tour. Welcome to my new home. Welcome to front door access. This is a lot of different rooms. The living room, the dining room, and of course, the kitchen. We have a little stairway up to the second level this way, but let's start down here. Definitely not totally empty because when I move in, there's some things that we need. And when my husband moves in, there's some things that he needs. So the TV was a very quick purchase. We wanted to make sure it was here so that the cable got set up properly. But we are waiting for our new couch to arrive and getting our television situation with all the audio kind of set up and ready to go so that we can really enjoy movies as soon as it gets here. I am so happy with the amount of light that comes into this room. These shutters are absolutely beautiful, whether you have them completely open or you just got them kind of like peeking open like this. They're like the classic Southern shutter, and I think that they're just so nice and just looks great in here. It's a little echoey, obviously, but we're here for it. Little by little, we're gonna be getting some stuff in this room. One thing we definitely wanted to do right away was sit down to eat. So we kind of quickly bought these stools, although I'm not hating on them right now. I'm feeling like the vibe that we're going to be headed toward in terms of decor is a little bit more relaxed. So like this distressed wood is a little bit relaxed. And I think we're looking at warmer tones. Everything at our old house was very cool tones, and I'm just thinking we're gonna change it up a bit. So I just love this countertop. It looks completely different depending on what light's in this room. It looks really brown here. And I think if we stay warmer tones, it'll stay that way. But if you look in like another condo with bright white lighting and different decor, it looks so much lighter. So it's really versatile, which is amazing. Everything is very top-notch operational in terms of appliances, which is great because we don't have to get adventurous and buy new appliances right away. Although, you know, I've always got my eye on like the smart stuff. But we're very excited about the wine cooler, of course, that is built in. And there's plenty of room for Vincenzo's homemade wine, which he's chomping at the bit to get in there as soon as possible. So we're excited about that. I just am so deeply grateful for counter space. This is an unprecedented amount of counter space that we have not seen, I don't think, at all in any of our apartments or our previous house together. So this is just giving me so much life that there's so much room. And a pantry, which of course is not the cutest at the moment, but don't worry, all my storage is coming very soon. That moving truck's gonna get here and it's gonna be cute in here. All the food, all the categorization, all the labels. One thing that I'm kind of thinking really hard about is how to make sure we do these glass pane cabinets a justice because they're so cool. But of course, you've got to have the right stuff inside of them so that what's peeking through is nice to look at. Right now, I just kind of brought home some of my stuff from Italy that we have for homewares, just looking through there so I can get inspired by what we want. But it's definitely going to be a lot of glassware and just trying to make sure that it's all very uniform and going to look nice through the glass. And of course, my husband and I are candle crazy, so we've already been getting the candles ready in here. We're ready for fall. We are ready. The garage is just through that door. Pretty standard garage. And then you can see the half bath right here. Look at this wallpaper. Is this adorable? It looks like they're painted turtles, but they're not. They're too perfect to be painted. I guess I could be wrong, but I think I might be wrong. I think these might be stamped or painted on because they're just too perfect. I can't believe it, but so nice. And I think we're going to keep it like this for a while because it's very Florida vibes. The water closet, of course. Oh my gosh, it's so nice to have a half bath that is a normal size because our last one was not. Front door. We've got the sliding glass to the back. And a little courtyard in the back, which is so nice. A little room for a Khaleesi pea in the back. And oh my gosh, I can't wait to get our couch. We definitely knew we fell in love with a couch as soon as we did. And with the state of ordering furniture and moving right now, we definitely jumped on it because it was available, and that's going to work out great. But we're going to take our time for the dining room table since we have somewhere to sit to eat right now, because we really aren't trying to buy too much too soon. We want to make sure we have the right stuff, make sure it fits what the direction is of our new home. So I'm not sure what I want to do here yet. We definitely have to replace the chandelier, but I don't know what I want to do with that either. It's probably going to be a round table just because it's right in the midst of everything, but we also want to have the flexibility of something larger. So we're looking at tables with inserts, and I still need to just figure out what color palette exactly we're looking at for the kind of table we need. So that is pretty much the first level. Not totally empty house tour, empty-ish house tour. But I'm so excited for my pots and pans to get here so I can start cooking. I already have my HelloFresh box I'm so excited about and just ready to dive in and make some stuff and enjoy. But not yet. We're still ordering food. Let's go upstairs. So I absolutely love these stairs because they go up so tall. It's just really, really beautiful. We got the second level right here. For whatever reason, I cannot get the air conditioning to stop making sounds. This is our little landing area here. You'll notice there's things accumulating, and that is because this is going to be Vincenzo's office. So we already bought a desk we're very excited about. And so that's gonna go over here, and we're gonna start to organize that, and he's gonna have a nice little area for his work, specifically Zoom calls. Lots of nice lighting there, which is great. That's the master. We'll go there in a little bit. That is a linen closet, obviously, and a laundry room. What a luxury to have a laundry room right next to my closet. This is a struggle of ours for a long time. This is the first time we've ever had full-size washer and dryer, because we've been in apartments and our last home was 110 years old. We could not get full-sized washer and dryers to fit through the door jambs in our last home. So this is a huge luxury for us, and they're in pretty good condition, considering I think they've been here for quite some time with the original owners. But definitely some stuff I want to do in here. This rack is totally unusable. Like, why is that so high? So I have some ideas for how we're gonna improve that. If we go this way, we've got, oh, forgot to turn the light on. Guest bathroom with double sinks. How cool is that? I love that. Still a work in progress because we have no guests anytime soon. So we just put some soap that we bought in Italy and a toothbrush holder, and that's about it. So now we have the second and third bedrooms, which, as you can tell, are fairly identical. The one on the right here, which is right next to the very loud air conditioning and all those units, is going to be our guest bedroom. That's the plan for the time being. It's a really good size. I think we're still going to be able to fit a nice king bed in here, which we really want to do because probably the most common guests we're going to have are our parents. So we just want to give them a lot of space and a nice bed. Each of these bedrooms has pretty standard closet, which of course I'm not going to bore you with the inside of, but just for kicks, let's go into here, because this one is not going to be a guest bedroom. It does have the adjoining wall to the next townhome, but because it's further away from the air conditioning unit, I thought for sound purposes this one made the most sense to be my office. So I'm still struggling exactly what I'm going to do in here, but I think it's going to be a lot simpler than I've done in the past. Again, a lot of really great lighting in here and a pretty standard closet. But yeah, this is where I'm going to get the work done, you know? This is where the sausage gets made. At least I think it is. Right now it's not, but we'll get there. Welcome to the master. Lots and lots of space. Can you believe that's a king-size bed? I could not believe how spacious this room is. I'm so pleased with it. Very excited. We also have a bedroom set coming because I wasn't sure we were going to do that so soon, but we found one. So very excited about that. We have a really cool new mattress. I'm very excited about it. It's called 8 Sleep. Look into it. We can talk about it another time, but that's why there's like this subwoofer looking thing over here, because it's very high tech, lots of temperature controlling, and it measures my sleep so I don't have to sleep with my Apple Watch anymore, which is so amazing. We're leveling up in the sleep department here. A pretty standard closet over here. I actually have no idea what's in there, so let's be honest. Do we have to look? It's a pretty good size for what it is, but we all know where I'm going. Right now, we are sharing the walk-in closet, just exactly how it is. And I don't know what we're going to do with this in the future, but it is so big that you really could take those racks out and do a lot in this closet. So we're probably going to call a consultant. I might just IKEA this thing again. You know how I am. I'm so good at building this thing on my own. If you saw my last dressing room, there's so much you can do in this space. So if I end up taking up all of it, I will be booting Mr. Landino to right over there. But for now we can share, no problem, because we're still slowly but surely moving and I haven't got all my stuff here. When we go this way, we'll head to the master bath, the ensuite here. And you could probably guess which sink is mine. This one or this one. You would be correct if you said this one is mine, because who loves counter space? I love counter space. Look at this beautiful shower. I love it so much. There's a little ledge here for us to put our toiletries and stuff, but I hate seeing it in the window. So I'm trying to keep them back behind the corner. And I think we're gonna get like a little stand we can put in there. That would be really easy to keep our stuff on, keep it really clean. Beautiful bath, again, with the southern shutters. The fact that we have these shutters in here and there's natural light is so wonderful, because these lights are so yellow, as you can see. And actually doing my makeup in here has not been bad, except I usually don't have these lights on. I usually just use this natural light. So that's been kind of nice because I don't have a dressing table. Water closet there. I'm infamous for having a towel hamper because I cannot stand wet towels being with any other kind of laundry whatsoever. And yeah, we're already kind of getting our little start in here. We've got our toothbrush holders and I bought some soap and a couple of bath mats. Definitely you can tell why going warmer is gonna pay off, I think, because there's these really lovely dark brown tones coming through a lot of the finishings. And I just think it's gonna be so much nicer to kind of lean into that and make it feel just more homey, more warm. That's the ensuite, and this was the master bedroom. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I'm very excited, very excited to be here. I think this place is lovely. We have been here now for probably almost a week total together. Vin's, again, been down here a little bit longer than I have, and we just keep looking at each other like, this place feels like us, like it really does. Going outside is weird because I'm like, oh, I'm not in Ohio, that's weird. I lived in Ohio my entire life. So that's a little bit weird, but being inside feels very natural so far. Gotta do the outside thing. My friend Sarah keeps saying, I haven't seen the outside of your house yet. I don't believe it exists. And I'm like, well, I don't go out there very often, so whatever. I just love being inside. I love setting up my house. I love unpacking. Speaking of which, stay tuned because the next episode is gonna be a really fun one. I made sure to ship down a lot of the kitchen organization stuff that I did in my last home. The kitchen wasn't as conducive to being really functional for cooking and baking and things like that, but this one is so much better. So a lot of like the organizational stuff that I bought for that kitchen is going really well in this one. And I filmed an organizing my kitchen tour. Well, not really a tour, but organizing my kitchen and unpacking video. And I think you're really gonna enjoy it, especially when you see just like the weird stuff that I nerd out about. So I would love to hear from you if I have any friends in this community who are in Florida. Leave it in a comment down below. Or if you're not in Florida, just tell me where you live, because I love seeing the countries and the states and all the different places that you guys are. So please do share down in the comments below. That's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. Remember, subscribe for good vibes, kiss the ones you love, and go after the life you want. See you on the next one in my new house.